Good evening, viewers of Easy Learning Web, young and old, teachers and pupils. Welcome to the very first English Grammar series brought to you by Easy Learning Web. My name is Mr. Samuel, and together with my partner, Miss Sylvia, who is an English language teacher in SK Gurney 2 Kuala Lumpur, will be your teachers for today. Now, this online series is actually a special initiative by our Deputy Minister of Education, Yang Berhormat Senator Dato Dr. Hang Soon. Now, his mission and vision are to promote online teaching and learning in order to deal with various challenges of education in the new normal, as well as provide a brand new learning platform for our children. Ladies and gentlemen and viewers of Easy Learning Web, the COVID-19 pandemic has taught us that teaching and learning is challenging. And it's not like how it used to be. We can't meet face to face at school, and this has caused learning to be disrupted nationwide. Therefore, the importance of technology has never been more significant, through which teachers and pupils have found a new way to engage with one another through social media. Therefore, Easy Learning Web, with the collaboration of passionate and capable teachers, aims to overcome these obstacles by providing free live online sessions on platforms like YouTube and Facebook. This is to ensure that everyone receives equal access to education during these troubling times. Now, without wasting any more time, I would like to invite and let's listen to our Deputy Minister of Education, Yang Berhormat Senator Datuk Dr. Hang Soon, to give an opening address.
Hello, Samuel. Hello, everyone. So a very good afternoon. Welcome to this Easy Learning Web. So I'd like to thank everybody to participate and willing to come on board. For us to learn and together in this platform. And I would like to special thanks to Samuel Isaiah, and also Miss Sylvia for their willingness to volunteer and to have this a new way of teaching that is a pair teaching method. That to me, I think is something new. So to me, I think the difficulties faced by online learning is how to communicate with the students. So I think this new way, there is a pair teaching method. If successful, I think would be one of the new way to go. So and maybe not too late also for me here to congratulate Samuel Isaiah, top 10 Global Teachers Award finalist. So we are so proud of you and your willingness, to come on board to help us to kickstart this English lesson on this in Easy Learning Web. So to the students and teachers, please take this platform, use it as the open lesson for us to share our thoughts, find ways to upgrade. And of course, the aim point is how to improve the learning and PDP, the learning and teaching of the students, especially during this COVID-19 pandemic, as what Samuel had mentioned. So everybody, take a time and enjoy from what been taught. So there are more to come. We are also in the midst of recruiting more teachers, especially those with special skills, whereby, they including those on high order thinking skills, and also science and mathematics, learning and subjects on science and mathematics, so on and so forth. So guys, enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ma, for the speech and the congratulatory messages. I really appreciate it. I think this is a collaborative effort between YB Ma's brilliant idea and his team, and to be able to share this platform with him is an honor for myself and Sylvia today. Now, before we get on with our lesson for today, I have some reminders for you students out there. So let's look at these reminders. Okay, so we're going to have like an hour's worth of lesson, right? And that is why we need your full attention. Okay, children? So make sure that while you're listening or when you're actively participating in this lesson, you can do it by taking some notes. So if you have a pencil, a piece of paper, or an exercise book, you can take some notes. You can write down the words that we are teaching you today, or anything that interests you, you can write this down. This will help you to focus throughout the lesson. Secondly, you can respond to the questions that we give you in the chat section. You can do that on YouTube, and you can also do that on Facebook. So there will be a few activities that we will be conducting with you today. And if you want to respond to them, just type the answers. You can use big letters, small letters, however you want it, and just put it in the comment section. But when you're commenting, always remember that we have to be polite, all right? So don't say anything that will hurt another person's feeling, including mine and including Miss Sylvia's as well. So be very positive as we are learning through our session today. And lastly, I would like to suggest that if you could use earphones, something like this, or something better that you have at home, because it will give you a better audio quality and you can listen to us much clearer. Also, if you're viewing this on Facebook, there will be an option for you to use a higher resolution. So you can opt for the 720 pixel resolution for the best viewing experience. But if you can't, a lower resolution will do. If you don't have earphones, it's also fine, as long as you're focusing on the lesson today. Now, before we go to the lesson, I would like to remind you that all the lessons, whatever that we're going to teach you for the next hour or so, it's going to be on the Easy Learning Web's Facebook page and YouTube channel. All right, so you can watch it later today, you can watch it tomorrow, you can watch it before you sleep, so you can watch it anytime. But in order for you to get notification, if you're on YouTube right now, you can see that there is a subscribe button. I would really like you to just go and click on that subscribe button. Or if you are on our Facebook page, just click the like button. All right. So if you click the subscribe and the like button, you will get notifications of our next classroom sessions, our next easy learning session. Okay. So I hope you are excited because we are going to go to our lesson for today. All right. Let me just go to the slide, and here it is. There we go. So our topic for today would be get active. So if you can see from the picture in the background, I'm sure you can guess what we're going to learn about today. If you guessed that it was sports, you are absolutely right. So we're going to learn about sports, and on top of that, we're going to learn about verbs as well. I'm not going to explain what are verbs today, or right now, Miss Sylvia is going to do that. But we're going to look at sports and we're going to learn about verbs today. So are you ready? Okay, let's go. So there are 6 things that we're going to do today. All right. So first of all, we're going to learn to differentiate at least 3 sports correctly. So at the end of this 1 hour lesson, you will be able to know at least 3 different sports in English. Secondly, you'll be able to match at least 4 different sports to nouns. Nouns could be a country, a sport equipment, or a place, so you'll be able to match them. Number 3, you'll be able to say aloud at least 2 verbs. But of course, when you're saying them, I can't hear you, but you will be able to type in the comment section at least 2 verbs that we're going to learn today. Number 4, you'll be circling and identifying verbs related to each spot correctly in a text. Number 5, you will be able to choose 2 verbs for at least 3 spots correctly. And lastly, we'll be doing something creative and fun at the end, where we will be designing and creating a verb craft based on everything that we have learned today. Now, let's look at some spots. By look, I don't mean look at pictures alone, but we're going to read some short text about some spots that you may or may not be familiar with. Now, let's look at this picture. Can you guess what sports it is? Yes, it's basketball. I'm sure many of you love to play basketball. So if you love to play basketball, you can just put it in the comments and say, I love basketball. So now let's read the text together. I'm going to read it slowly so that you can follow after me wherever you are at home or wherever you're listening this from. Okay. Hello, my name is Brian and I am from America. Basketball is one of the most popular sports in my country. In this game, players dribble and bounce the ball until they pass it to another player. A player or players can score points when they shoot the ball into the team's net. Now let's look at some of the words that we saw in the text earlier. Here we can see dribble. So this is dribbling, all right? So the player with the ball, he is bouncing it and he's going past the player in the yellow jersey. Can you see that? So that is called dribbling. After he dribbled it, what he did was he shoots and he scores. So that's how you play basketball, right? Now let's look at the second picture. This one here, this one over here. So this player, this individual, this boy, he's bouncing the ball. So bounce. The action, the verb here is bounce. Now, the third picture here is basketball net. I'm sure many of you have seen this before, and it's called a net, or specifically, it's called a basketball net. So we have dribble, we have bounce, and we have basketball net. Okay? Now let's go on to our second spot. Can you guess what sports it is? I'm going to give you some time to actually put it in the comments of what sport it is. It is football. So football is one of my favorite sports ever, and the player in the picture is actually one of my favorite players ever. I guess you know who they are. So that's Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi, two of the best players in the world. Now, we're not going to talk about them, but we're going to talk about the text here today, all right? So I'm going to read it again, and I hope you follow after me wherever you're at right now, okay? Hello, my name is George, and I am from England. Football originated in my country. This game is played by 2 teams. In this game, players use their legs to kick and dribble the ball. They can also head the ball to pass it to another player. In order to win the game, a team must score more goals than the opposing team. Now let's look at some words that were from this text, all right? Let's look at the first picture. It's not a picture, sorry, it's a GIF. So if you see there are 2 players and this action is called pass. So this player is passing the ball to the other and you're passing it back and forth, all right? Next one, head. I know we usually think that this is just head, but as an action, when someone heads the ball, it's like it's using his head to actually move the ball from his head to another player or somewhere else. So head, this is head. And lastly, this action is called score. As you can see, he dribbles past the player and he scores the ball into the goal. What a beautiful goal that is. All right, so we have got 3 words here. I hope you remember them. It's called pass. Okay, you pass the ball, head, and score. And now let's go on to our third story, to our third text. Swimming. All right. Hello, my name is Bianca, and I am from England. Swimming as a sport originated in my country. Swimmers dive into the water and swim. They swing their hands and kick their legs to move forward. But in order to do this, swimmers must first learn how to float. Now let's look at some important words in this text. I'm going to give you some time to look at it, try to understand what's going on before I actually explain them to you. All right, so if you look at the first picture on your left on the top of the screen, that is dive. So they're diving into the water. So usually before a competition, they will be on a platform and they will dive into the water. So that is called, that's a dive. Can you see a dive? Yep, that's a dive. The second one is swim. This is what a lot of us do. So the sport swimming actually originates. It comes from the verb swim. Okay, so they're swimming. And the third one will be float. Now, float is being on the surface of the water. As you can see, they're usually not moving. And you usually can find that not only people float, but you can have some items float on the water as well. Sometimes you have leaves, and leaves would usually float on the water. So float, dive, swim, float. All right. Anybody would like to guess what the next sport is? I'm sure it's something that you rarely see and something that you rarely play. You know, like for me, swimming is something that is rare as well. Do you want to guess in the comment section? I'm going to wait for some comments to see if anybody can guess what the sport is. And it is equestrian. Wow. It's basically riding on a horse. So let's read the text together. Do follow after me, all right? Hello, my name is Alexandra, and I am from Greece. The equestrian sport, which is also known as horseback riding, originated in my country. In this sport, riders guide their horse with a lead rope while jumping through and over sets of obstacles. The horse gallops swiftly, so riders must hold on tight to the rope or they might fall. Now let's look at some words that's in this story. Let's start from here, from the left or from the right of the screen, depending on how you're looking at it. So this is gallop. Can you see? You don't say that the horse runs, you say that the horse gallop. Okay, this is the action of the horse. These are obstacles. So in the story, we said that the rider and the horse will jump over the obstacles. This is an obstacle. Okay, so the horse will jump over it. Now, if you look closely at this picture, can you see that the rider, so this is the rider, the rider is seated on the horse, rider on the horse, and the rider is holding something, right? Can you see? Right. So that is called a lead rope. So the rider will have to hold on to the rope to guide the horse wherever it wants to go. If you look at it like a car, in a car, you've got a steering wheel, right? You've got a steering wheel so that the car can turn left, can turn right. So it's the same, but you don't have a steering wheel on a horse. You have a lead rope to actually ride a horse. So that will help the rider to guide the horse to move around, and also so that the rider does not fall off the horse. Imagine if there's nothing for the rider to hold on to while the horse gallops, the rider might fall from the horse. So it's also a safety measure. Now let's go to our next sport. All right. It's called gymnastics. Hello, my name is Irina and I am from Russia. Gymnastics is one of the most popular sports in my country. Gymnasts have to be very flexible as they are required to split and somersault. They also do routines on bars where they have to swing, spin, and jump. Now let's look at some verbs or words from these texts. Have a look for a moment. Do you understand what the words mean? Let's look at somersault. So that is a somersault, right? When the gymnast actually jumps and flips around. They do like multiple flips. I can't do that, even if I try. Maybe Miss Sylvia could. You should ask her later, but I definitely can't do that. I cannot do that. The second one, let's look at the middle one. So jump. So can you see this gymnast jump? Third one is split. Oh, this is very hard to do. So basically, a split is like you spread your legs and you sit on the floor or something. Yeah, so it's like split, both legs going in two different directions. These are very, very hard to do. And you remember in the text, it said that the gymnast has to be flexible. Yes, you need to be flexible to do a split. If you're not flexible like Mr. Sam, you cannot do a split. You hurt yourself. So don't try this at home, yeah, please, yeah, guys. Do not try this at home. Be very safe if you want to do a split, okay? And even a somersault, don't do this at home. All right, let's go to our next text. So this sport is called judo. All right. Hello, my name is Hiroshi, and I am from Japan. All right. Judo originated in my country. In a judo match, players bow before and after a match. And during the match, players grab and players throw their opponent to the ground. They can score a point when they pin their opponent down. Very interesting. Very interesting sport indeed. Now let's look at some words from this text. Ooh. Looks very painful, doesn't it? All right. So this is grab. So grab, grab as in grab food. Yeah, grab food, grab car, right? So yeah, that word comes from here, right? Not from the sport, obviously, but grab as in you grab and hold something tightly. So in the sport of judo, you'll need to grab your opponent. Okay. If you don't grab them, you don't hold them, you can't throw them. And that is why they throw their opponent to the ground as well. So they grab the opponent, they throw the opponent to the ground. So remember, it's not your grab food where you order food to deliver to your house, right? So it's not that. It's the action of grabbing. So you grab your opponent, okay? And lastly, it's called pin. So if anybody watches wrestling, right? If you watch WWE or something, where the wrestler will put the person down and you go like 1, 2, and 3. So that is a pin where one person is on top of the other and you pin that person to a ground. So there's 3 words that we're looking at here. Could be new to some of you. First one is grab, so not grab food, remember that. Throw, and also pin. Sorry? Now, this is a famous sport, all right? One of my favorites as well, and one of our national heroes, Dr. Lee Chong Wei, plays this sport. And yes, it's called badminton, okay? So, hello, my name is Lin, and I am from China. Badminton is a popular sport in my country. It is a racket sport played using rackets to hit a shuttlecock across a net. The game begins with a serve, and players need to move fast to receive and return shots. Professional players can easily score a point with a smash. Now, I'm sure many of you play badminton, right? So if you love playing badminton, you will love this story and you will love the words that we have for you today here. I'm sure you have seen this before and many of you might have tried it yourself. So let's look at the first one. So this is a racket. Okay, this is a badminton racket. There are other rackets, but this is a badminton racket. So now this is a shuttlecock. It's not a badminton ball, but it's called a shuttlecock. Sometimes people just call it and say that it's a shuttle, but it's best to call it a shuttlecock. So this is a shuttlecock. It's not a ball. This is a serve. All right. So usually badminton players they serve the shuttlecock across the net. And lastly, we can see the GIF, and that is a smash. All right. So he waits for the shuttlecock, he jumps, and he smashes the shuttlecock. Yep, and that's how he scores a point. Okay. Now let's look. Let's look at our last spot for today. All right. We've got 8 spots altogether. It's okay if you think that's way too much and you can't keep up and you don't remember, it's okay. We'll be playing multiple games after this. And I'm very sure at the end of this lesson, you'll be able to know at least 3 or 4 sports that we are talking about today. All right. So now let's look at this sport. It's called archery. All right. Archery. Hello, my name is Min Ho and I am from Korea. Okay. Archery is a popular sport in my country. Archers use a bow to shoot arrows. To ensure safety, they must wear an arm guard and finger protection. Archers have to aim well before they release the arrow to score a bullseye, which is 10 points. Now let's look at the words. Right, I'm sure you have not seen some of these before, but take a look at all the words that's on the screen right now, okay? I myself learned something new. So let's look at this. This is the first one. So this one, the ones that are with the green tip, okay, this is an arrow, okay? These are arrows. And this one, it's a bow. So to play this sport, you need a bow and you will need an arrow. But the text says for you to be safe. Now, safety is always very important, all right? So for you to be safe, you will need an arm guard. So this is an arm guard. Can you see the arm guard? Yep. So the arm guard actually helps to protect your arm. Okay? And this one is a finger guard. Can you see the finger guard over here? Yeah. So it protects your fingers. If not, you might get hurt, and that's not something that we want, right? And this is the target. And the yellow one, the one right in the middle, it's called a bullseye. So if the arrow actually hits the bullseye, you get maximum points. You get 10 points. Okay? Now, I'm sure you were all a bit, probably you were a bit you expected to be excited and play a game earlier on, but we wanted you to actually go through some stories first. Now you understand that there's a few stories that we have looked at. There's 8 sports that we have looked at together. Now we're going to play a game, okay? So this game is related to the 8 sports. So for this game, I would need you to answer in the comment section. I really, really need you to answer in the comment section. All right. So I'm going to teach you how to play this game first. Are you ready? Let's go. Now, this game is called Unscramble and Match. Okay. So here are the directions. Number 1, you'll need to unscramble and rearrange words in the correct order to form the name of the sport. And after that, you need to choose a word from 2 options that best describes the sport. Mr. Sam, I don't understand. It's okay. We're going to look at an example first. So I'm going to show you an example first, and we're going to try one sport together. All right? Now, here's the picture. All right? Here is the scrambled word. So if you can see the letters here, all the letters here, if you rearrange them, it will name the spot in the picture. All right. So I'm going to give you a clue. So it starts with a B and it ends with 2 L's at the end. So I'm going to give you some time. It's okay. We're going to do this as a trial run. So I'm going to show you how it's done first. All right. So let's see here. So the answer is basketball. So first, I'm going to give you the letters to the sport, and it's all going to be mixed up, okay? The A is going to be in another place, the L is going to be in another place. What you need to do is you need to arrange them, put them in their order, in the correct order, to spell the spot in the picture, okay? Next, I'll give you 2 options. So 2 words that is related to the picture. You need to choose one. Which word is related to the picture? Now let's look at the first word. The first word is racket. Do you remember what's a racket? Yes, it's used to play badminton. So do we use a racket when we play basketball? We'll think about that. Now the next word is called a net. Do we need a net when we play basketball or basketball net? So if your answer was net, that is the correct answer. So I'm going to recap what I just said. First, it's going to be this. I'm just going to give you a row of letters that are all mixed up. Okay, the spelling of the spot in the picture is all mixed up. What you need to do is you need to rearrange them. Okay, and then we'll come up with the answer. And then I'm going to give you 2 words. You need to choose one word that is related to the picture, that talks about the picture. And in this picture, it's a net. Are you ready? If you're ready, let's go. Let's go to the next one. Okay, this one you got to do it on your own. Look at the picture. Wow. What spot is this? And I'm going to give you the letters. What you need to do right now, take a pencil, take a pen, write it down in a piece of paper, try to rearrange to the correct spelling about the spot in the picture. If you have your answers, I would like you to type them out in the comment section on YouTube, on Facebook. Just type the answer. Let us see, do we have some answers coming? Perfect. Yeah, the answer is football. I think this is the easiest one. I'm not going to give you easier ones later on, right? I'm just going to give you easy ones for now. Later it's going to get harder. Football. So it's spelled Football. All right. Now we're going to look at 2 words. We're going to look at 2 other words. And you got to choose one. Okay. Choose one. I think it's asking you, right? I think it's asking you, where does it originate from? Where does football originate from? Where did they first start playing football? Is it in Spain or is it in England? Remember the story. It's okay if you forget, but try to remember the story. It starts with yes. If you answered England, exactly. The answer is England. So football originated in England. All right. Great job so far. Now, let's look at this spot right now. And I'm going to give you the letters. Now, try. Right. Come on. It starts with an S. Yeah. Make sure you get the spelling right. Type on the comment section. Yes, I see some coming already. And the answer is make sure you check your spelling before you post the comments. Okay, and the answer is swimming. All right, so it's SWIMMING, swimming. Amazing job. You kids are amazing. Amazing. All right, now we're going to choose, we're going to look at two words. Oh, wow. Water, land. What do you think? What do you think? Which word actually talks about the picture? Can you type in the comments? Yes? Right. Some of you are getting it right already. I'm just going to give it some time. You guys some time. For those who are shy, please don't be shy. Just answer. We do not have any right or wrong answers. We do have right or wrong answers. I'm so sorry. But the thing is, we don't judge, right? We celebrate. We learn. If you make mistakes, that's where you learn. And if your answer is water, you got that right. So give yourself a clap. Yeah, amazing. Good job. Great job. All right, let's go to the next one. Oh, a bit challenging, isn't it? Right? So these are the letters. These are the letters. Rearrange them. It's best if you're using a pencil, okay? It's best if you're using a pencil or pen, or maybe some of you kids have got tablets at home. Use your tablet, scribble. Try to spell it out. What is the spot in the picture? If you have it, put it in the comment section below. I am waiting. I'm so excited to see your answers. Yep. It starts with an E. It starts with an E, and the answer is equestrian. Yes, EQUESTRIAN. If you get the spelling wrong, it's okay. Even Mr. Samuel gets it wrong a lot of times, a lot of typos. So never mind. Just make sure you don't do it again. All right. Just check your answers again and correct them. If you have the correct answer, just put it in the comments again. Okay. Now let's look. Which word actually describes the sport? Lead rope or the shuttlecock? Lead rope or the shuttlecock? It's funny. Never mind, I'll tell you what's funny later on. Lead rope or the shuttlecock? Anybody got the answer? Anybody got the answer? Yes. All right. Yep. You know what's funny? It's weird if you see horses playing badminton with a shuttlecock. That's why I imagined it in my head. Horses playing badminton. Oh, it's funny. Funny to an old man like me. Never mind. So the answer is a lead rope. Remember, I told you that for the rider, it needs he or she, the rider needs a lead rope to actually guide the horse. All right, and it's also for safety. If the rider does not have the lead rope to hold on to, if he can't hold the lead rope, he might fall out of the horse lah, and then they might have injuries. Okay, shuttlecock is from what sport again? Anybody know the answer? Where do we use a shuttlecock? I told you it's usually called as a ball, as a where do we use a shuttlecock? Yes, exactly. We use it in badminton, right? Shuttlecock is it's what we use in badminton when we play badminton. Amazing. Good job. Oh. AISMCYTGN. Whatever. Something, yeah. Don't try to pronounce it. It's all mixed up. So don't pronounce it. Try to rearrange it. Rearrange the words. Try to rearrange the word. It starts with a G. It starts with the G. Why? Are you guys getting it? Yes. What is it? Can you just put it in the comments? Put it in the comments. I love to see the comments. Thank you. Yes, the answer is gymnastics. All right, gymnastics. Uh, GYMNASTICS. Gymnastics. Great job. Thank you for commenting. I love the answers. Love the answers. Oh, so these two words, you can get it confused. So a person, all right, a person who actually uh, does gymnastics, what do you call them? Do you call them gymnasts or do you call them players? Which one? Use your logic, try to make sense, and they are called, put in the comments, type it into the comments. You guys love typing, yes, put it into the comments. Exactly, they are called gymnasts. Amazing, yes, gymnasts. You don't call them players. Okay, you like players, you call them like badminton players, football players. But gymnasts, gymnastics, for gymnastics, only for gymnastics, you call them gymnasts. For people who go to the gym, you don't call them gymnasts. Okay, people who go to the gym, like to get the muscles and all that, you don't call them gymnasts. No, no, no. For people who only do gymnastics, you call them gymnasts. Okay, you don't call them players, but you call them gymnasts. Good job. Oops. What is ujod? Ujod. Now, of course, you need to rearrange the words. Sorry, rearrange the letters. Come on, it starts with a J. It's the easiest one. This is free of charge, giving you free, and the answer is judo. Yes. Thank you so much for the comment. Yes, Judo, 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 right? So now let's look at the two words, and you got to choose one word that best describes the sport. Are you ready? All right, let's look at it now. Oh, which one? So it's basically asking you, where is the sport coming from? Where does it originate from? Okay, it might be played in other countries, but where did it come from? Who created it? Japan? Malaysia? Yes, put in your answers in the comment sections below. Thank you. Yes, I can see your answers coming in. More, I want more answers. Come on, guys. Just it's very easy. Yeah, I can see. Can see it. I can see it. Yes, and the answer is Japan. So the sport came from Japan. It comes from Japan. Originated in Japan. Let me ask you, what sport originates from Malaysia? This is a trick question. What sport originates from Malaysia? Can you guys guess? It starts with an S, I think. Yes, it is. It does start with IL. It's called silat. So it's a martial arts thing. Similar to judo, but a bit different. A similar sport to judo where you need to grab people. You need to hit people. That's a sport. Don't go and hit your friends. Don't go and grab your friends. No, you don't do that. Don't throw your friends, grab your friends. No, you're not supposed to do that. These are all professionals, okay? And this sport, judo, originated from Japan. All right? Oh yeah, so easy. What is this? Come on, quickly put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. Next time you're gonna get a score. The most person who gets the most answers correct probably gonna get something. We're gonna ask Easy Learning Web for that. But yeah, put your answers into the comments. What sport is this? Is it tennis? Yes, I see the comments. Come on. It's badminton. Yep. Amazing. Badminton. Badminton. Okay. Now, what do you use to play badminton? Type your answers in the comment below. I want to see the comments. Yes, more comments. Thank you so much, kids. You guys are amazing. No, if you're not sure, you can go ask your mother or father who's beside you or your siblings. Go kacau them, go bug them. I say, hey, what's this? What's this? What's this? If they don't know, you teach them. All right. If they don't know, you teach them. So the answer here is no, it's a racket, right? So racket. So this is what Lee Chong Wei here is using. It's called a racket. A bow is used in archery. Remember the one they had to do this, you need to aim, you need to shoot, and all that. archery. It's not used in badminton. It's used in archery. Oh no, I gave you the answer. Have I? Right. So, okay, fine. Whatever. Now you need to rearrange these words. Rearrange the letters. Come on, guys. You're almost there. You're almost there. Put it in the comment section. And the answer is archery. Great job. Archery. Archery. Now, choose one word. Don't choose two words. One word. Which word? Bullseye or goal? Bullseye or goal? Which one? Which word relates to the spot in the picture? Come on, put it in the comments. Put them in the comments. Bullseye, goal. Bullseye, goal. The answer is bullseye. Yep, exactly, bullseye. Goal is usually for football, and bullseye is the one. If you put your eyes closer to the screen or put the screen closer to your eyes, anyways, you can. All right, you can see that you look at the target, right? There's that yellow part of it, the center part of it. That's called the bullseye, the center one. Okay, in the sport of archery. Okay, that is all from Mr. Sam, all right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass this session. I'm going to stop sharing first. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I'm going to pass this session to Miss Sylvia. Okay, the pass session Miss Sylvia, and she's going to start off with some fun facts. Now, don't forget what I taught you in the past 30 minutes, okay? Don't forget. Just bring them on to Miss Sylvia, and she's going to teach you about verbs and sports and some fun other games, even more fun than Mr. Samuel. Take it away, Miss Sylvia.
Hi everyone, I'm Miss Sylvia. Okay, I'm looking at the chat right now. All of you are really responding like really well. And we've got like about 2,300 of y'all here, and I cannot even keep up because there's like too many, which is very good. Okay, so I see that you really love to command. So what I want you to do is, we have learned like about 8 spots, right? So what I want you to do is, I want you to command one spot that you can remember from what Mr. Samuel has taught you just now. Okay, I'm gonna look at the chat and I'm gonna see, let's see, what sports can you remember from Mr. Samuel's lesson just now? Okay, I see badminton, football, swimming, very good. Let's see, what else do we have? Swimming, a lot of swimming. I think you really love swimming. I also saw badminton just now. Football, very good. Very good. Yeah, and some of you are saying England. Yes, those are the countries that you learned. Very good. You've got basketball. Yes. Gymnastics, archery. Yes, very good. What else do we have? Judo. Equestrian. Okay, very good. I think you are all so wonderful. So I guess you remember. Okay, so now I'm going to feed you with some entertainment. We're going to look at some fun facts. It's really fun, so you have to look at this. Okay, this is the first one. So golf balls, okay, the one in white over here, this is actually a golf ball. Do you know that golf balls actually have 336 dimples? Okay, maybe you're wondering what is dimple. Well, it's not pimple, it's dimples. Okay, so dimples are actually like, you know, the curves that you see. Okay, if you look at your face, right, you know when you smile, sometimes some of you, right, you have like a dimple, right? Okay, so that is called a dimple, but that's on your face. And I think you could probably have like about 2, but on a golf ball, there is like 336. And actually, right, these dimples, you can see the small curves here, right? Don't go and count because there are too many, okay? These dimples are actually to make it more aerodynamic. So what is aerodynamic? So basically, when you hit the golf ball, because it has a lot of dimples, it can go really far, very far, okay? So this is the first fun fact. Okay, there is another one. Did you know that sports have been played on the moon? Yes, on the moon. I'm not kidding, on the moon. And who were the 2 astronauts? We have Alan Shepard and also Edgar Mitchell. And they were actually the first people to play sport on the moon. Yes, on the moon. And what they did was they actually hit a golf ball, and they also threw a makeshift javelin. Yes, on the moon. Some of us, even here on Earth, also, we did not play any sports yet. So go and get a sport. All right. Okay. Now we're going to play a board game. So it's going to be fun. But before we play, I'm just going to explain to you what are we going to do, how can you participate, how can you comment, okay? So first of all, we are going to roll the dice, okay? And when the dice comes up, then we are going to move the game piece. So the game piece is like something very small, like you see in Snakes and Ladder or Monopoly. It can be blue, it can be red, but the one that we have is red in color. And we're going to move the game piece according to the roll, the number on the dice. So if it shows 2, we're going to move 2. Okay, and then this will actually stop on a picture. Not any picture, but a picture of a spot. Okay, which one of the spots that you've actually learned just now. And based on the spot and what the people are doing, I want you to try and guess the action. Like, what are they doing? So that is where I want you to comment. All right. Okay, we're going to try one, and then the rest you're going to do it. Okay, so this is the board game. Okay, don't type too fast. I'm trying to keep up with all of you. Okay, so we're going to start now. So this is the game piece. This is red in color. Okay, we're going to roll the dice. Okay, it stops on 1. So since it stops on 1, we're only just going to move like 1 step. All right. Okay, I want you to guess the sport first. What sport is this? Can you try to guess what sport is this? There's a net, there's a ball. So what sport is this? Let's see. Okay. Yes, very good. This is actually basketball. Very good. Okay, now, can you try to guess, like look at the picture and see what are they doing actually? What are they doing? What can you say? Yes. Okay, very good, very good. Because you know why? You can actually say jump. Yes, the 2 boys, they are jumping. Or you can also say shoot because they are scoring a goal, right? Okay, now I think the example is more than enough. So now it is your time to try. So I'm going to roll the dice. Let's see. Okay, we have got number 2. So, it's stopping on this girl. Okay, what sport is this? What sport is this? Let's see. Okay, I'm waiting for your comments in the comment section. Let's see. What sport is this? Okay, it starts with A, ends with Y. Yes, very good. Very good. This is actually archery. This is actually archery. Very good. Okay, now can you try to guess the action? Like, what is the girl doing? What do you think she's doing? Very good, Ivan. Yes, that's archery. Very good. What is the girl doing? Let's see. What do you call this? Yes, you can say aim, all right? And you can also say release. Yeah, so first of all, she will aim and then she will release. Very good. Okay, yeah, shoot. Somebody said shoot. Car said shoot. Shooting. Very good. You're so smart. And Joey said aim. Very good. All right, let's move on to the next one. I'm going to roll the dice again. Okay. Number 2 again. So let's move the game piece. And, it stopped at this boy. Okay, can you guess the sport? What sport is this? Okay, if you can see, the boy is actually in the water. So what sport is this? Let's see. Yes, swimming. Okay, the only sport in water that we learned just now was actually swimming. Very good, swimming. Okay, so what can you say about the action? What is the boy doing? Can you guess? Yes, Vanessa, Lee, swimming. Very good. Okay, what are the actions? What are they doing? What do you think? Okay. Yes, keep commenting. Keep commenting. Wow, you are really fast. I'm really trying to keep up with all of you. Okay. Yes. Okay. You can say swim. Okay. And you can also say kick. Yeah, because when you want to move forward, when you're swimming, you've got to like kick or paddle your leg like that, right? Okay. Now, let's roll it again. Okay, another two. Another two. Okay, let's move the game, please. Okay, this is a game that all of you love because just now I saw all of you put the name of this game. Okay, let's see. Let's see. What is the name of this sport? It starts with a B, ends with N. What do you think? And a very famous player is actually Lee Chong-wei. All right. Very good. This is actually, yes, Wang said badminton. Very good. Badminton. Tan also said badminton. Excellent. Okay, now can you guess what is the boy doing? What do you think he's doing? Well, just now basketball, you said jump, and for swimming, you said swim. So what about for badminton? What is the boy doing? Playing badminton. Very good. What else do we have? Let's see. Okay, you can also say jump, right? When you want to return the shot, you can jump, right? And also hit. You hit the shuttlecock, right? Okay, all right. Now, just now, if you realized, I asked you this question, what are they doing? What are they doing? Okay, so actually all those words that you said or commented just now, these are actually called verbs. Words like hit, words like jump, aim, release, these are all actually verbs. Probably some of you know what are verbs, or maybe some of you don't know, so that is why I'm here to teach you. All right, so verbs are actually words that describe actions. So all the things that you saw just now when I asked you, what are they doing? What are they doing? The words that you use to describe what they are doing, those are actually called verbs. Okay, to understand it better, let us look at some examples. Okay, this one. How many of you love Batman? So Batman over here is actually running. So you can use the verb run to describe the action that Batman is actually doing. All right. And the next one. So this is in swimming. So you can say that the swimmer is actually swimming, or the verb is swim. The next one, jump. How many of you love to jump? When you're excited, you jump, right? So this is also an action, or you can also call it as a verb, jump. The next one, kick. Just now Mr. Samuel told you don't go and kick your friends or grab them or throw them, right? So this is kick, all right? So kick is also a verb. And this one, spin. Okay, don't spin too much because you will get very dizzy. But just a little bit, if you were to see in gymnastics, yes, they do spin a lot actually. All right, jump. Yeah, very good. Okay, now, I think that you have already learned a lot of verbs or a lot of actions, right? So now is your time to open your eyes wide, and I want you to try and spot the verbs. I want you to try and look for the verbs in a text that I'm going to show you. Okay, we will try one first. Okay, this one is basketball. Okay, so if you were to look at this text, what are the actions that you can see from this text that is related to basketball? What do you think? Okay, an example could be like dribble. This is an action because it describes what the player is doing. All right. What is another one? After dribble, what is the next one? Yes, bounce. Very good. Okay, what is the next verb that you can see in this text? Yes. Correct. Pass. Okay, let's keep it going. Bounce, yes. Tammy said bounce. Very good. What else do we have? Okay, I'm going to give you some time to look at it and try to find, are there any more? Are there any more here? Maybe pass. Wow. Very good. Okay. And yes, you also have score, dribble. Very good. So we have got dribble, we've got bounce, we've got pass, we've got score, and we've also got shoot. Okay, very good. Very good. Next, swimming. Okay, so like just now, I want you to try and look for the verbs, the actions that you can see in this text. Okay, I'm going to give you a clue. It's actually from the third sentence, which says swimmers. Okay, let's see. What are the actions that you can find from here? Wow, okay. I can see the word dive. Somebody said dive. Very good. Okay, what is after dive? Okay. All right, we also have swim. Yes. Of course, swimming, swim. Ami said dive. Very good, Ami. And Tan said dive also. Very good. Okay, and we've also got swing. Okay. And what else do we have? Yes. Yes. Move. Kick first and then comes move. Okay. And I see another one here. Somebody said float. Ami, very good, Ami. Float. Okay. We're going to try another one. Okay, this one. Judo. Many of you were commenting like Japan, Japan, Japan. Okay, yes. Judo is from Japan. Okay. All right. Now, let us look for the actions. What are the actions that you can see in this text? Okay, I'll give you a clue. You can actually find it from the third sentence as well, which says, in a judo match, okay, you try to find. What are the actions that you can see here? Let's see. Yes, you've got bow. Okay, this is different from the bow, the one that you see in archery. Okay, so bow is like, like Japanese people, they like to bow, right? They just bow like about 90 degrees, right? So that is called bow. Okay, yes. What else do we have? Grab. Yeah, like grab, Okay, and then, yes, Vanessa, very good. And yes, bow. And we also have throw. Wow, I see a lot of bow. Okay, and also score. What else do we have? Any more? There's one more. Throw. And the last one here is actually pin. Yes. Wow, Chow said bow, grab, throw, pin. Amazing. Okay, now let's go to the next one. Okay, this is archery. You should already know this by now. And let's see what are the verbs or what are the actions that you can actually see from this text. Okay, this one is from the sentence that says, to ensure safety. Okay, what do you think? What are the actions that you can see here? Or what are the verbs that you can see here? Okay, we're going to circle it. Yes, should. Okay, what else do we have? Wear. Yeah, you need to wear an arm guard and a finger protection, like Mr. Samuel said, is for your protection, or else you might get injured. And we have aim, shoot. Wow, very good. Yes, and we also have release, aim, quantity said. Very good. Wear, very good. Amazing. And Alfred said aim. And we also have score. Fantastic. You're so smart. Very good. Okay, now more practice. Okay, so we're going to do a lot of guessing over here, right? So it's going to be based on whatever that you have learned. And I will show you an example. So let's say you get a picture like this, right? Okay, so we know that this is basketball. So I'm going to show you this. So there are 4 words here. They are actually verbs. They are actually actions. So I want you to choose 2 words or 2 verbs that best describes this sport, which is basketball. So if you were to look at basketball, all right, what are the verbs? Dribble, very good. What else? What is the other one? There's another one here actually. Score. Somebody said a bounce. Yes, bounce. So swim and ride is definitely not for basketball. So you've got dribble, you've got bounce. Okay, we've got a little bit more. Hang in there because we've got something fun at the end. All right. Football. Okay, let's see football. Okay, come. You're very fast, right? So you give me two words. 2 words here, which is related to football. Which one? Let's see. Okay. Very good. Head. What is the other one? Shoot. Yes. Fantastic. So head and shoot. What about dive? Yeah, that's for swimming. What about swing? That is also for swimming. Yes. Shoot. Okay, very good. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, I hope I did not give away any answers because it's swimming now. Okay, let's see. We've got float, we've got shoot, swim, and pass. Which of these verbs are related to swimming? Which one of these actions that you can find in swimming? Let's see. Okay. Somebody said, I love swimming. I love swimming too. Okay. Yes, the word is float. What is the other one? What is the other one? What do you think? Very good, Celine. Vanessa, swim and float. Very good. Amazing. Amazing. Heng also said float and swim. Wow. Okay. Another one. This is equestrian. Okay. That's sport. What are the 2 verbs that we can see here that is related to equestrian? I'll give you some time. We've got guide, we've got dribble, we've got pass, we've got gallop. So what do you think? Could it be guide or dribble? Okay, very good. Guide is the first one. And what is the other one? Just now, Mr. Samuel said something, that horses don't run. So what do they do? Yes, gallop. Okay, they gallop. So these are the 2 verbs related to the sport called equestrian. Gymnastics. Okay, let's see. What do we have? We've got float, jump, swing, and also gallop. What are the 2 verbs here that are related to gymnastics? Okay, I'll give you some time. I'll give you some time to look carefully. Let's see. All right. Somebody said, I love gymnastics. Oh, I really love gymnastics. Okay, while waiting for you to comment, I actually did gymnastics last time. So I can do like a little bit of like some jumps, some stunts, but not as flexible because you need a lot of practice. Okay, let's see. Yes, very good. Yui said jump and also swing. Okay, very good. Okay, judo. Let's see what we have got for judo. Okay, grab, jump, run, and throw. So which of these are actually related to judo? Which action? What do you think? Grab. And the other one? Yes, fantastic. Throw. So you grab, you throw. The other 2, that's not in judo. Okay. Next is badminton. Okay, let's see, what do we have? So we've got pin, we've got serve, we've got smash, and also pass. So which of these verbs are actually related to badminton? What do you think? There are only two. Okay, correct. You serve. And what's the other one? Something that Lee Chong Wei or Lin Dan always does. Smash. Right, you smash. Okay, very good. Archery. There are 4 words here. You've got aim, throw, release, and head. What do you think? Okay, let's see. Aim, very good. Okay, what's the other one? There's one more. Release, very good. So you aim, after you aim, then you release. So throw and head, this is not in archery. Okay, now we are almost towards the end. So hang in there because we've got a craft. You don't have to do it now. You can do it later after the class when you watch back the recording. But I'm going to show you first. Okay, so we're going to do a verb craft. So what you actually need when you want to do this are actually colored paper, pencil, glue, and also scissors. So you only need these 4. Okay, I'm going to teach you. So first of all, I want you to choose a sport. So I'm sure that by now you probably already have one sport that you really love. Okay, it could be badminton, it could be swimming, gymnastics, anything that you love. Like for me, I chose football. So you choose one sport. So after you have chosen the sport, then I want you to pick one object related to the sport. So if it's football, then you're looking at a football. All right, and if it's probably basketball, maybe that you love, then you want to do a net probably. Okay, or if let's say if it's equestrian, maybe you want to pick a horse. Okay, so after you've already picked an object, then I want you to draw it. So like you can see here, because I chose football, so I'm going to draw football. So let's say this is the paper, so I draw a football. So this is how it looks like. Okay, and then, okay, so this is the football. So I draw, and then I can color, and I can also put the name of the sports at the bottom here. Okay, now, after I do that, if you see these 3 over here, right, these are actually the verbs that you learned. So in football, you have verbs like kick, pass, dribble. Okay, probably for swimming, you have something else. So for football, these are the 3 verbs that you learned. So what you can do is you can just get colored papers. Okay, you cut them like this. Okay, and all you have to do is just write down the verbs that you have actually learned. So if it's probably basketball, maybe you want to say dribble, bounce, score, as many as you want, but 3 is more than enough. So if you were to follow these instructions, then you will get something like this. So what can you do with this? All right, you can paste it on your wall, your study table. You can even use it as a bookmark or anything that you want to use it for. Okay, so you can take your time after class, anytime, go and create this. All right. Okay, now we have actually learned quite a lot of sports, a lot of words, and probably some words are new. Like I see some of you asking, what is this? What is that? Okay, so let us look back at some of the new words that you have actually learned today. So the first one is dribble, like you go past a player. And then you've got float, which you can find in swimming, right, where they float and they stay at the surface of the water. And then you've got gallop, you know, the horse, it gallops. Flexible, like a gymnast, right? It has to be, she or he has to be very flexible. You've got somersault, the one that you see in gymnastics. And then you've got bow, okay? And the last one, bullseye, the one where you find it in archery, when a person shoots and you hit right at the center, that is called a bullseye. Okay, now, before we end, I want to read to you a short poem called written by Jillian Harker. This is actually called Keep Fit. Okay, so it goes like this. If you want to keep fit, why not go for a run? Try skipping with a rope. That can be a lot of fun. And don't forget dancing. That's also good for you. Then, of course, there's swimming. You could try that too. You might want to do a bit of running on the spot and try a few star jumps and maybe quite a lot too. You could try bending over so your fingers touch your toes, or kick your legs up so your knees almost touch your nose. You could play a game of football In fact, I think you should. And a quick game of tennis would really do you good. Just walking at a fast pace will help to keep you fit, because you'll never stay healthy if all you do is sit. So I know that right now we are all at home, you're staying at home, and we tend to sit or sleep a lot. So in order to keep fit and stay healthy, I want to encourage all of you to pick up a sport, get active, and keep yourself fit. All right, so that is all. If you have any questions, you can comment or post on the Facebook page, and I will hand it over back to Mr. Samuel.
Hello, hello. So we are almost at the end of our lesson. I'm sorry we took a bit extra 15 minutes into our time. We apologize for that. But we hope that you guys had a great session with us. Before we end the session, please like this post. If you're on Facebook, just go and like it, put some comments or whatever, like the post on Facebook. And if you're on YouTube, do comment and like the post as well. Remember, we have another session next week. It's not going to be me and Miss Sylvia, but it's going to be two other teachers who are going to teach you another topic altogether. And but the session next Monday, it is at 10:30. But you don't have to worry. If you like the Easy Learning Web Facebook page, you will get notifications. And if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, the Easy Learning Web YouTube channel, you will get notifications. Thank you so much for being such great children. You can go home, ask your parents, ask your siblings to help you and create that craft that Miss Sylvia taught you about. You can use it as you can put it on your wall, you can put it in your bedroom, you can put it in your book, and you can learn by looking at it every day. Thank you so much for having us, and we will see you again soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.